It's been a minute, team, and I'm back. Today I want to talk you through this amazing gold trade that I did take yesterday. The market went and hit 3%, and that was 2,632 points. Okay, so real quick before we get started, guys, I'm just going to show you the screenshot before the trade running, and this is it. All right, so you guys, let me just help you to zoom so that you guys can confirm. So this was on August 13, yeah, and that was before the market started cruising, right? So again, once again, this is August 13, and this is where gold was. And as usual, guys, I'm going to talk you through and show you why I did take that trade. So this is based on 1 minute time frame. So I say, if you don't see the market in a clear picture or a clear view, you can flip it, right? And you guys know how I do trade: first touch, second touch, and the third. Okay, and then wait for the market to break out of the downtrend or uptrend, and then take the trade outside. So you guys see, we had our first touch right here, second touch, and I was anticipating a third touch and see reaction around that level. Okay, so if you bring in my trend line, first touch, second touch, the third, okay, right there. So then I always say, sometimes the market won't push or pull back to give it that touch. Sometimes the market might go up, then come back, some of not giving it that touch, then continue going. All right, remember, I'll flip my screen. Okay, so what was happening here? Gold was just pushing up. I flipped my screen, so it was pushing up. Let me just flip it back. Gold was going up or pulling back in an impulse phase. Okay, so when I saw this, I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm going to look for sell position because of that phase. So anticipation was, let me remove this. Remember, this is still the 1 minute. Anticipation was to see maybe gold continue pushing up right there, creating a new high right there. Then now, once it broke out of that new high, would have waited for a retest or a pullback, then look for buys. In essence, you guys can see our first touch, second touch, now the third. That is where I could have looked for my buy opportunity. But then what happened is, gold never did that. As we see, gold continue pushing up, then all of a sudden started creating this channel. So you guys know the name of that channel. If you read Baby Pips, okay, there is this right here. Okay, we had that channel right there. Then now you guys can see what happened is, gold went up, created a new high right there. Okay, and I'll explain again today, in a simple way for you guys to understand how I do trade. Okay, so once I identify this channel right here, okay, for me, I was like, okay, that's a good sign that the market wants to reverse to go down. Okay, that is why I always say, go and read Baby Pips. You'll understand, once you see this kind of pattern or channel, you'll know, okay, the market want to reverse, the market want to go up. So I'm talking about this. Okay, so if we were going up, right, then you see price doing this, then that tells the market want to go up. Okay, then all of a sudden, if price was going up, then all of a sudden you see the market starts to do this, that tells the market want to reverse. Okay, so these are two different channels. Right there, don't know, you guys call them divergence, something like that, right? So you see that is this channel right here, signify a reversal. This one is a continuation. Now this channel is the same. All right, this channel right here, if you want to now look for bearish continuation, this is how it forms. Okay, so the market continues to drop. All right, now what if now the market wants to go back up? What does the market do? It gives this channel right here. Okay, right there. Okay, so that tells you price wants to go up. All right, so this channel right here is the same as this flipped. Okay, this channel right here is the same as this flipped. So let me now flip it back, flip it so that you guys can see. In fact, let me just remove these all these drawings. Let me remove them so that you guys can see clearly what I'm talking about. Delete these ones, the circle ones, so that you guys can see that they are the same even if you flip them. Okay, all right, so this is it. So this is it. I said this one, let me use maybe a pointer, an arrow probably. Where is it? But let me just say this one, okay, is the same as this. All right, and this is the same as this. All right, so maybe if I change colors, probably, let me see, let me change these colors so that they can match. Yeah, so maybe have it, maybe, okay, blue. All right, did I do that? Why is it not changing? Okay, this one. All right, this one. All right, there, and then do the same with this. So even if I flip my screen, you guys will see that they're the same. Okay, so now I'll repeat this one. You see now they're the same color. These ones are the same color. Okay, so if I flip it back, so you see once again, this one was a bearish continuation to show that the market continues dropping. Okay, and this one now is a bullish continuation to show that the market wants to go up. All right, now this one is a bullish reversal to show that the market wants to go up, and this one is a bearish reversal to show that the price wants to go down. If you don't get it, babypips.com is very free. All right, so once you've mastered those kind of patterns, at least you'll know what price will want to do, or at least get that general direction. So once I saw that pattern, then now started looking for a place where a bull were going to put their stop loss. All right, because we're still on an uptrend, but then this right there, it just tell me the price wants to change direction. All right, then now all of a sudden bears came in. Guess what? Bulls said, oh, we are still in an uptrend. So bulls started going up, pushing the market up, and then guess what? That is where I've identified to be bears bullish, bulls stop loss. All right, okay, so once I identify that bulls have their stop loss right here, right there, so I wait for price to take their stop loss. Okay, all right, so once price has taken their stop loss right there, then that is when I go in for my entry position. So I took that sale. If you flip it, let's say I was looking for buys, this is what I would have done. Wait for price to push up, then guess what? Wait for bears to come in. Once I've identified that bears have already started coming in, I look for place where bears have their stop loss. Then I wait for market to go take out bears stop loss. Once price has hit their stop loss, then that is when I come into the market. But then sometimes it's not just as you guys see me explaining, oh, I'm just waiting for bears or bulls stop loss to be hit. I have some confirmation that I'm waiting for. All right, once I see those confirmation, that is when I go in for my entry opportunity. All right, now and then guess what? You remember when I said that I always have my stop loss at swing high or swing low. So we have a swing high here, a swing low right there, swing high, swing low. So this is a swing high right there. Okay, so that is where I have my stop. So it means that once price decides to go back and stop this high or stop those bears, all right, that means that okay, we have already taken out a swing high, so we are changing direction. That will have been higher high, higher low. Then now this drop will be a higher low right there. Then now if price goes back, takes out the previous high, swing high, then now it's creating a high high, then I'll be waiting for a higher low right there. Then guess what? I look for my buy opportunity right there, because we have a trending market. Once again, the market has changed direction. Okay, so that's why you see I always have my stops right there. It's very strategic. Okay, I place my stops at a very key zones. So if price decides to go back and stop me out, then it's okay. So you see I don't trail. So price went to my favor right there. Okay, now for those who trail, the moment they see, oh, price created a new low right here and then broke out, so now let me trail up my stop right there. Guess what? Price goes back, stops you, and then continue direction. Okay, those who move their stop to break even almost stopped out. All right, so it doesn't mean that you guys, when watching this video, you start going with that policies, either stop loss or take profit. Depends on where you are tracking your entry. I repeat, it depends, because like I say, I'm taking my entry and having my stop loss at swing low or swing high. All right, so some might be looking for their entry here, and then now guess what? You have your stop probably right here. All right, this is not a swing something. All right, so you see, oh, okay, let's just go with those who trade ICT fair value gap thing. All right, so we had price creating that push, and then you look for your fair value gap, whichever, and then now, oh, we've identified here we have that possibility. Then all of a sudden you take your entry around that level, maybe have your stop around that joint right there, and then maybe target whichever amount you want. All right, so you say, oh, okay, it's either take profit or a stop loss. Okay, then now see price goes, hits your stop loss, then now goes to your direction. So it depends on levels that you're having your stop. All right, you should be clear and careful. All right, so now you see I risked 854 points. That's like 85 pips on gold this time, and then I hit 2632 points. That's like 263 pips on gold, which is good. And this one was when was this? I took it on Thursday yesterday around 8:30 p.m. yeah, and then price took or hit take profit at around 3 a.m. today, right? Just woke up once price hit that TP. All right, so with that being said, now let's talk about today's trade. All right, because I've not had any entry opportunity on gold today, so I'll maybe go to, maybe should I start from 15:05? Let me just see first things first what the market is doing at the 15. All right, so I'll flip my screen once again. That is what I always advise. So the moment I flip my screen, I look for those two touches, 1 2 3. All right, so I see I have a 1 2. Did I click? No, 1 2 right there. Okay, so we've seen we have had first, second, and third. All right, so all I have to do right now is just understand what price is doing. All right, so basically we see that gold kind of gave us a double top, double bottom. I flip my screen. Let me flip it back. All right, so it's a double bottom. All right, whichever. So that is the first thing that we see that is happening. So the next thing is understand what price, because right now she's still bearish. Yes, she's broken out of the trend. She's still bearish because we've not yet done away with this high right there. Probably, she might just continue going up, then all of a sudden drops. Who knows? But remember, I always say, oh, I look for entry once price has broken out of that trend. These things is not as easy as you guys see me doing. I still look for certain confirmation, right? So right here, I'm looking for, if I wanted to look for buys, I would have waited or seen gold giving me high and breaking those highs. I would be like, but yo, there's a high here, there's a high here. Remember what I talked about in my last video. I'm talking about at least 50% retracement. If you look at this just with the naked eye, I don't need to even measure this. This is not even 50% retracement. If gold did this, went up, then now pulled back 50%, then now right there, bears will have had their stop loss, then price went up, no worries, that signifies you're going up. Then wait for a pullback, look at how price will have been pulling back, then now I will have been looking for buys. But then guess what, right now I'm not seeing those clear trend. So with that in mind, that we might have either a buy or a sell, whichever. Let's go to 1 minute. All right, let's go to the 1 minute. What's wrong? So here's the thing. Let me delete this. As we see gold pushing up, if we see a pullback, we need to understand this pullback right here. Then if it gives us a sign that she wants to go up, I will be looking for buy, right? But now, because we understand that bears are still here, there is money here. If bears decide, okay, now let's now push gold down, if it does this, look for that kind of a accumulation or continuation to look for maybe sales. All right, remember the patterns or the channels that we just talked about. So now let me just go to 5 before going to 1 minute right there. All right, so I'll flip it. This is what we see. I flip my joints, and that is what we have. All right, what am I looking for? Things that we just talked about on our 5 minutes, on the 15, sorry. So maybe try to look for a possible trend that will make sense. No, let me see. I might have something here though, but I don't like it. I don't like that kind of channel. I'll delete it. Let me hit 1 minute. Okay, now based on the 1 minute, all right, there's something. Okay, I think we talked about this. We've just talked about this channel right here. Oh, come on. Okay, we have this channel, we have that channel. Very important. It might mean something. Okay, it might mean something. that channel might communicate a lot. All right, so if she continues to go up with this kind of channel, all right, I want to see that reaction and look for possible entries. Okay, so that is what I'm going to do today. Look at reaction around this level right here. Okay, this channel right here might mean something. Let me see. This one, oh, nope, won't make sense, but this one right there. So I think I'm going to zoom in and concentrate on this joint, the current channel, and see any possibility that she wants to drop. I might look for sales, but then depends on how she's going to drop. Okay, because if she drops, like I say, with an impulse, I'll be looking for sale. But then if she drops with this continuation, I'm not going to look for sales. I'll be looking for buys. All right, so I just want to monitor what gold is going to do today. Okay, if she continues to do this around this channel here, then boom, I might look for buys, sales that is. But she does this, then she just drops like this. All right, yeah, so yeah, I'll update you guys. So adios amigos.